We are live.
We're live, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live. Taya Belle, the question we have is can you actually, that's Money Monday. It is Money Monday on the YouTube channel.
Yes, it is. Money
Oh,
Monday. I've been waiting for Money Monday.
baby, we've been waiting on this conversation. Can you actually create six figures per month? You know, I love talking about money and I love talking about opportunities that are real and legit that really work, especially
Yes.
for family, right? For the community. Can you actually create six figures per month? Because you know our peeps want to see receipts. Can it be done?
Yes. It can be done. And I have been completely in awe and obsessed over this six-figure creation. I live it, I eat it, I sleep it. I've been breathing it, doing my research, trying to manifest it and make it happen. So I have been studying it so I can show myself approved.
Girl, let me tell you something. So we do not plan on being on this live stream for a very long time because we got some examples and we're gonna get it popping, on and popping, and we're gonna go right into family. Welcome. I'm Reverend Valerie Love, also known as Kdp, and you are on Valerie Love TV. I'm so happy, happy, happy you're here. Now we have a few rituals here on the channel. One of the rituals is that we do Money Monday. We love talking about money up on this channel, wealth creation strategies, especially for spiritual people, for light workers. And we talk about Bitcoin, and we talk about income and creativity and wealth. And I love talking about that. I love talking about wealth creation. We're authors, myself and Taya Belle. And as you may know, we have an author program right now, which is Your Book in 30 Days, where we're releasing a new, huge, huge program right
Huge.
now. Huge. OMG. It's at ValerieLove.com. Click on programs. ValerieLove.com. Click on programs. We're going to link it up below. It is a huge. How many hours is in this course?
15 hours of video plus so many more hours of resources, downloads, PDFs that we created ourselves. So it's jam packed with so much information that is easy to digest that
Real
we
simple.
created that you can just go through with ease and grace. Um, we tried to put it so that it was in bite-sized pieces so that it was not overwhelming. So that may sound like a lot, but I promise you it's easy to digest. We put it in a format that you could go through with grace. So we did have the end user in mind when we were creating it.
Oh my God. Look at the family. That's beautiful, Taya Bell. Look at the family, Shaquana. And look at Deborah Richardson. Hi, Deborah. How you
Hi,
loving? How you
Deborah.
loving? How you loving? And I want all of you, if you're watching this video right now, I want you to go to ValerieLove.com. Just click that link below. And I want you to just look at that page. It's called Kindle Cash Book Empire. So you're going to go to ValerieLove.com, click on programs. If you're listening to this, ValerieLove.com, that's easy. Click on programs. Because I want you to look at the page. Because the page gives you an idea of what you're going to get. And then we're going to dive into, we got three examples. We have three examples, right? Three examples? Kindle Cash?
Kindle Cash.
Kindle
Three
Cash?
examples.
Three examples. And one of these examples is actually making six figures per month. And family, you're not going to a lot of wealth creation opportunities, a lot of wealth creation ideas and strategies. This is yet another one of them. I love it. I do it. So when you get this course, you actually get this course from people who do it. The course is not cheap. It's an investment in yourself, an investment in your income, and an investment in your financial future. Hey, GYT, I love it, I love it, I love it. And here's what I love about it is that you're learning from two authors that are in the trenches every single day. Like this is not something
Yes.
that we learned years ago and that we used to do. This is what we do now. Like we
Yes.
do this. We live, eat, breathe, sleep this. And
Yes.
this is how, right? And this is how I
I
became.
don't even sleep it. I don't think I sleep.
You just make more books.
Yes.
You got 200, over 200 books on Kindle, which is incredible. So we're going to get into the examples. And family, I got to tell you something. In the course, I show you a nice vid from my house where I'm working, because we take you behind the scenes on stuff we have never shown anyone before, and we show you our secrets. Don't we reveal our secrets in this course?
All of them.
We give it all. We give it all up.
And like I'm surprised at some of the stuff that Rev showed. I'm like, you gonna show him that, Rev?
I showed them. I showed them behind the scenes in my Amazon ads account.
Mm,
I show it.
yes.
I show everything. This course is an investment in your book empire. Now, I want to be very clear about this course before we go into the examples of this incredible income and how you're making this income. Um, how you can make this income is probably even more incredible than the actual income you can make, because I'm very keyed into how the money is made, because I don't like doing hardship and I don't like
Mm-mm.
working all the time. And I don't trying to convince people to do things. That's not what we're talking about, right? And yes, you must do the work, because of course there's no money that just rains from the sky on people. You must do the work. But here's one of the things that I love, love, love about this course. It's the course I wanted when I started.
Absolutely. When I started, I invested in myself in multiple courses that did not include everything. So I purchased an Amazon ad course. I purchased all these little courses, and then I still had to get an additional course. Like even in this course, we included a bonus that I had to purchase as a separate course. So all of these courses we like that I had to get in the beginning, I that basically we had to piecemeal mill them all together. And this is like a course. I don't feel like we left anything out. Like everything that we included in this course, I know when I started out last year, I purchased every little piece separately.
There's a lot of different courses. A course that teaches you no content, low content. A course that teaches you high content. A course that teaches you Amazon ads. A course that teaches you Facebook ads. A course that teaches you cover design and book cover creation. You could get millions of different courses. This course is out the box a publishing empire. It's your book empire. So the other course that we did, Your Book in 30 Minutes, that's to get you started. And that's a nice small course. It's only $297. That's a great starter course. Your Book in 30 Minutes, to start getting those workbooks and those coloring books and those books up on Amazon, because Taya Belle already did the work for you. She gave you the interiors, and it's simple to start creating the covers. So in that baby course, which is like an appetizer, in the baby course, you get to start. Now, if you've already been in the baby course and you created a few books yourself, or if you know you want to step up, that's what this course is. This course is an out the box wealth creation machine with Kindle Publishing. That's what this course is. Okay? So, does that sound right? Tim Bell.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, we've been working on this thing for how long?
A
A couple
couple like
months?
well, a couple of weeks. Yeah, like since I returned from your home,
Yes, and while we were here, we filmed some
we
of this
started
video
filming.
right here in my office in March.
And I just want to say, like, even when I was there in March, this when we say this is a business that you can do anywhere. Like I published two books while I was in cenotes there in March. When we say this is something that you can take anywhere and do anywhere, we really do mean that. And when I say I live it, eat it, sleep it, breathe it, like that's because I enjoy it and it's so much fun. And then like when we're doing the keyword research and we're looking up the next niche, it's like ooh, 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 and like you just can't wait to create that next thing. So this isn't like work to me. It's like so much fun. And you can't like when I show you these numbers on the back end, you'll understand the excitement that I have because you don't want to go to sleep until you get your book in that next niche when I show you these numbers. So it's like you don't want to rest until you feel like you have your nickel in that dime per se. You don't want to rest until you feel like you have your foot in the game. Like so when I say I don't want to sleep, it's because I'm like, oh, I feel like if I go to sleep, I'm gonna miss out on some money. Like I want to feel like I'm playing in the game. So when I say I'm not sleeping, it's because I'm so excited because there's so many different niches that I'm interested in. And I feel like I have to get out there and put my books in front of all of these people who are doing these Amazon searches for what I know I can bring to the game. So when I say I'm not sleeping, it's not because it takes so much time, so much work, and so much effort, but it's because there's so much that I know I can produce and get out there in front of all this money and in front of all of these Amazon searches. And if I go to sleep, I'm like, dag, no, I know there's so much more in store that I could just put out there and get in front of these people. So I'm just really, really excited about all that I know I can do in this particular empire that I know I'm building here. So,
You're building something powerful. You're building an
yeah.
incredible empire. I like Aurora Day's question. So Aurora Day asks a good question, and she says, "What about if you don't want to be on Kindle and you're already on Audible, which is amazing. That's beautiful. This particular course is about Kindle because Kindle is super easy to start. Calvin, money to more time, money to more times, yeah. Calvin, I'm in my office tonight. I got my office after what you said the other day. Like Reverend Bell, here goes some super chats to amp up your Wi-Fi speed. So I got my office. I'm back in my office again, and I feel amazing. I'm so super productive when I come to my office. So Aurora Day, this is an excellent question that you're asking because this course is about publishing on Kindle because Kindle has some very specific benefits, and you're going to see that as we talk about this. Kindle has some very specific benefits that are amazing for new people. If you are brand new, you never published a book before, this is perfect. If you're a person that's published lots of books before, this is perfect. And if you're a person somewhere in between, this is perfect. So I know some people don't like Amazon because they don't like the big tech companies. If you don't like Amazon, this course is not going to work for you because this course is about Kindle. Kindle and Amazon publishing. Kindle, of course, for ebooks, and Amazon publishing in addition to that. So this is Kdp Publishing. So this is going to be, here, Calvin, I'm in my office. This is going to be significant income from Amazon. And there's one thing that I love about Amazon. I'm not really into the big, huge super tech companies, and I do understand that a few big companies own a lot of the internet. This is what I say. If you can't beat them, join them. Do join these companies in a responsible way. Join them in a way that is aware and in a way where you are bringing something to the table that is of great value to the audience, right? So I know a lot of people that don't like Amazon. If you're not a person that likes Amazon, this course is not going to be for you. So hopefully that answered that question. Aurora Day, and anyone, if you have any questions while we go through, and I'm going to go ahead to Taya Belle because she's about to screen share and show us these examples. We're all
All
ears
right.
and eyes.
Let's see. So if I go to share screen, all right. Do you see my screen? Or are you seeing my rocket?
I do not see your screen yet, but you'll have to add your screen to your screen to the stream. Add your screen to the stream. Did you add it?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Hmm. Well, I'm pretty sure I did. I put entire screen.
Yes. Entire screen. Money in vortex. I know that's right.
You still don't see it?
I do not see it.
Okay.
Let me make sure that I don't have to do some kind of permission thing on my end.
Well, let me just make sure that I have it up right properly. So I selected entire screen. All right. Let me make sure now do you see it?
No, I do not. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come into the studio just
Well,
to.
now it says stop sharing. So,
Oh, okay. I don't know, family. Do y'all see it? Maybe I don't see it because I'm in the. Hold on. Maybe I don't see it because I'm inside. I'm in the actual screen. Hold on. Let me be sure. I think I had to add yours. There we go. I think I had to add it to the
okay.
screen. There we
All right.
go.
Okay. So this is one of the tools that I use. And I'm going to go ahead and we are going to look at one of independent author like myself and Reverend Love. And her name is
Could
Monica.
you
And
could you define independent author? Because we
okay,
do like
so an independent author is someone who publishes the book themselves. So someone that does not use like a publisher, um, someone that is publishing the book as themselves, somebody that is not going through a publishing company, somebody that does not have like a publishing deal. Now with the help of with Amazon and KDP, it's easier and easier to publish your own books.
so
Before
you
it
do
used to
a
be really
publisher
hard.
is yes. So neither myself nor Taya Belle work with a publisher at the current moment. Now I was published on a major publisher with my first two books, and the royalties were way less than the royalties I receive now because, of course, if you get a publishing deal, they give you a book advance and they give you a percentage of the royalties. And usually, the percentage of the royalties is somewhere between, I would say, 7 and 8% up to about 15%. And that's not a lot if you do the math. And if you compare that to what you would get as an independently published author, that means an indie author, a person who's publishing your own work, then you're going to receive a lion's share of the profits.
And you still have to do the majority of your marketing, don't you? Like they
You
may
still
help
have to do
you.
your marketing with a major publisher because publishers don't market your work. The beauty of a publisher for people who want to get a publishing deal, here's the beauty of the publisher. You give them a raw manuscript, they give you back a book. The second thing they do is distribution. They get your book in all the bookstores. They do not do any marketing. So that you're always going to do no matter what. The marketing is always on the author. That's why we have the four stages: ideation, creation, publication, amplification. The amplification part probably is one of the most powerful because that's how you actually make your money because you must market your book. And we give you 17 specific marketing strategies in the course that work, and I tell you exactly how to use them and exactly how I've used them.
And
So
it's
if
so
you,
delicious.
oh, you like the 17 marketing
It's
strategies?
so delicious. It's so well put together. So
It
even
is
even I picked up some extras in that portion. I'm so excited that when everybody gets to see those 17 strategies.
really
So
good marketing strategies that I actually used. Yeah.
yes, it's really phenomenal. So I'm really excited about this course and how many people it's really going to help get to these numbers right here. So this is Miss Monica Sweeney. Now, these first three books alone, these are all journals. All of these are journals. So these journals are pretty much do it yourself books, which means these journals are books that the person that purchases these books, I'm like if I were to purchase any of her books, I'm going to be the person that pretty much fills it out. So she's making this kind of money off of these books and she's not really writing. These are not high content books, meaning she's not writing these books. So if we look at this first book, she's making $69,000 every month off this book, $3,000 a day off this one book. The next book, $21,000. And I'll go after I show you guys just these first couple of books. So I'll go ahead and click on one and it'll take us to Amazon. This second book, $21,000 with almost $1,000 a day off this one book.
And guess what? We're doing even more marketing for her right now because she's so amazing and so awesome with
Yes.
her creation that we had to talk about it. This is probably well over 6 figures a month publishing business, which is exactly what I'm optimizing my publishing business for. And I have a publishing company, Butterfly Rising Publishing, that publishes my work and also publishes the work and also supports with consulting other authors who you'll see when you hop over to ValerieLove.com and click on programs and you see Kindle Cash Book Empire and you just look at that page, you're going to see several of the authors that we've helped with creating their books. And some of the latest authors are not even on there. So we have Zaire, who created 10 Things I Learned from Being a Lesbian Domestic Abuser. and also Icy Kendrick. We haven't showed you her book yet, How to Be a Medium, which is selling like hotcakes. And Roz, who's also one of our, Rosalind King, who is also one of our latest authors, who published The Sacred Candle. So we have a lot of authors to bring you that you are going to love, that did these steps and now have the result.
So just with these, let's see, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these 9 books are well over, if you do the math, 6 figures with just these 9 books. So even this book that is not making a lot, I mean, still $206 a month. This is the book that's making the least amount of money and it's still 206. Now
But
this book is
$200 a month from one book is great because each book is an income producing real piece of real estate. It's like owning a
absolutely,
house.
absolutely. That's still
It's
very
income
amazing.
generating and it's passive income. You do it once, you get paid on it over and over and over and over again. One of my some of my favorite kind of money.
Absolutely. And then this book is not hers, but it still fell in our search. But look, this author is Megan Logan, and I'm happy that it fell in our search because her one book alone, the self-love workbook for women, again, this is not a high content book, it's another journal, and it is making $113,000, which is 6 figures alone with just this one book. Almost $5,000 every single day off of this one self-love workbook for women.
And you know what's really profound about this? What I really love about this now, family. Publisher Rocket is a great tool, but we're not going to say it's spot on accurate because it could be up or down just a little bit, right? We give you this information prayerfully to inspire you to take action so that you can start creating your publishing empire, your book empire. You see, I've worked with a lot of authors over the years in our retreats. Your book in 5 days in Bali, your book in a weekend in DC, your book your book in 30 minutes, your book Wealthy Author Mastermind, who just completed a couple of months ago, and now we're doing this course, Kindle Cash, your book empire. I've done all these book programs, and consistently people have a hard time writing, completing, and publishing their book. It took me 10 years to write, publish, and complete my first book. And when I finally did, I got a book deal and I got a 5 figure book advance. So what I'm saying to you is you wanna learn from someone who's already done all these things so that you can replicate what we already do with our peeps. People that are actively doing the thing that you desire to do and not just teaching you how to do the thing. Because there's a lot of people that do courses and that's what they do. They do courses on how to do something. They don't actually do the thing. The beauty of it is that we actually do the thing. And I just love that. I just love it. Family, you have got to give yourself the opportunity to express your creativity in a business that you can have from anywhere. Start with nothing, pretty somewhat, you know. I wouldn't say nothing. I would say minimal startup costs. And next thing you know, you can build a book empire. It's really built on creativity and inspiration. So yes, continue. Our next example.
Amy, and what was her last name?
Ah, Chisari. Oh my goodness, I love her. I love her. I just ordered one of her books. This author is a witchy author who does Coloring Book of Shadows, Amy Chisari. AMY, and I was looking at her YouTube channel the other day. I subscribed to her YouTube channel, absolutely subscribe to her YouTube channel. She's an author and an illustrator, and she does witchy coloring books. OMG, that are amazing. And she even makes PDFs, the downloadable PDFs that you can print yourself, bigger size and color. This coloring niche is off the charts. I'm a big colorer. I was all over YouTube the other day about the best pencils, Prismacolor versus Crayola versus this versus that. Someone did this 8 color, pencil with review. And I was all up in there because I'm a colorer. I love coloring. So I'm creating now a Christian witchcraft coloring book. You know, hey Central, how you loving book? Hey Ujo, watch that. How you loving? We'll be in
Hey,
Peru in
Ucho,
a
watch
week.
that.
Ujo, we'll be in Peru in a week. A week from today is the full moon. We will be in Peru for ayahuasca experience. Okay, continue. So tell us about Amy Chisari and her
So
experience.
Amy, she is amazing. And one thing that we found that she does really well, um, I mean, I'm not sure, we don't know her personally, just doing research on what she seems to do very well. She probably does a lot of this organically with keywords and then building her marketing on social media. Her Instagram is popping.
Oh,
She
she
has
has two
amazing
Instagrams. She has a
Instagram
personal
page.
Instagram, and then she has the Instagram for the books. Oh, it's the book Instagram. The Bookstagram is popping. It's called the Bookstagram. The Bookstagram is popping.
What I loved that she did, because when I was thinking about doing an Instagram for my books, what I loved that she did was she features her customers who color the pages and tag her. She takes those images and she uses those the pages that people color as her
Post on
content.
Instagram. That
Yeah.
is done for you content right there.
Yeah, so I thought that was very amazing, and people love to be featured. So she really doesn't have to create the content because the people that purchase her books are creating it for her. So they want to purchase the books because they want to be featured. So it's working hands in hand. So she's doing really, really well on Instagram and she's doing really well on YouTube, all with this coloring industry. So she
Coloring.
has Yeah, so she has her social media is really working well for her. She has really good reviews on her books.
Oh yeah.
So this one book, which I believe looks as though it is her top seller, she's making $3,602 a month and approximately $157 a day on a book that she created one time. And again, like Reverend Love
What?
said, these numbers can fluctuate. Like this month was Mother's Day. So April and the beginning of this month, the Mother's Day niche books were skyrocketed. Like if I did like a Mother's Day search right now, a lot of the Mother's Day books are like in the 50,000, 60,000 range. But of course, next month those numbers are going to be way lower.
Well, next
But
month that Father's Day.
yes, next month will be Father's Day. So a lot of times it can also be seasonal as well. So if always check the seasons too, if you are the type of author that wants to get in on certain seasons, then you might want to think about that as well. But yeah, so it may fluctuate depending on the time of year. So if you are in the witchy genre, like Reverend Love, I bet her book sales are going to spike around October. I mean, you just kind of have to think about what's going on and when your book sales are really going to pop. So yeah, like last month when I put out a book around Mother's Day and it did really well because of the season. So definitely when we talk about monthly sales, different things could make it really, really, really do well, depending on what season, what holiday. But generally, the publisher rocket, it's right on point. But yeah, it could definitely fluctuate depending on the time of year or what might be going on.
Yeah, and let me ask you a question. Could you hop over to Amy Chisari's Amazon author page? Because there
Yes.
is something I want to show everyone on the Amazon author page that
Can
I
you
saw.
see Amazon now, or is it still on Publisher Rocket?
I still see Publisher Rocket.
Okay, so let me stop sharing and go back to share um, the different screen.
And let me know if it's working. If it is, and I'll hop in there again and add it to the screen.
Okay, so now you should be seeing Amazon. So you may have to add that now.
Add to stream. Okay. Okay, excellent.
All right. So now when we visit her author page,
Now, take close attention to something because I studied her work the other day because, of course, I study lots of witchy authors and I love their work and I learned so much. You learn a lot from studying other people who are doing books in your genre. If you go all the way over on her author page to is it to the right where you get to the oldest book that she created?
To the right.
Like when you scroll all the way up and then you go and you press
Oh,
to
okay. I
see the
see what you're
rest of her
saying.
books. Yes. Look at this
Oh,
first book when she created it. What
yes. You
year
can
is that?
tell 2017.
2017. That book is no longer in print. So, how many years did it take her to perfect her jam and have it pop? So, now if you look at 2017, click on that book in 2017. She found her niche because she kept taking action. This is what you have to do, family. And we talk about this throughout the course that you've got to take this inspired action. Okay, now when you look at this book looks nothing like, I'm not saying anything's wrong with the book, definitely not. You can see the vast improvement
Yes.
from this book, 2017 to 2018, 2019, and 2020, and then 2021. She
Mm.
kept going, consistent, and now let's look at 2021 and what these books look like. Just walk us through these books. What do you see there for 2021?
Much, much different. You can see a huge difference here.
Huge,
Huge
huge, fast
difference.
improvements. Look at this book. And you know what I love? Not only does she have she's an illustrator, so not only does she have these books where you can download and you are now coloring a witchy coloring book. Do you know how hard it is to find a witchy coloring book? I have to look for witchy coloring books all through what's the name of that store that's the craft store? Michael's. Never found them. But look at this coloring book. It's a witchy coloring book of shadows, and it has real content in it in addition to coloring. And the coloring pages are just gorgeous. When people are coloring these pages, these witchy pages, and she posts them on her Instagram, it's just gorgeous. I love her work. Her work gives me tons of inspiration. I bought the book. You buy the book. I'm not even getting paid anything from it. Amy Chisari, we just love you. And we're showing you the possibilities. What's your niche? So if you're a healer, if you do meditation, can you do a meditation coloring book? Can you do an energy frequency coloring book? Can you do a coloring book of raise your vibration every day for 22 days? Raise your vibration or speak your mantras every day for 40 days. In my eye right now, I'm creating a witchy. Uh-oh, am I still in the stream? Can you still see me okay? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay.
It just went
Now
out
that
for a
the call is
second.
coming in, I have in my mind right now, I'm creating a Christian witchcraft grimoire. And it has coloring pages. And it is beautiful. And this is stretching me into territory that I would never have gone into had it not been for the fact that now you can create any kind of book you desire, upload it to Amazon and sell it. Can you imagine? The coloring industry is almost like this cult phenomenon. Do you want to talk about coloring? Like it's insane. It's
It really
insane.
is. And that is why we went ahead and
Oh, I
added
don't hear you.
as
Are you muted?
no.
You're not muted? I don't know why I don't hear you. Hold on. Say that again.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh. Let's do a sound check. Hold on. Let me see if that'll work. Okay, try that again.
Can you hear me now?
Oh my God, I don't know why your sound is not out. Is out.
It's
Okay.
out.
Let me go into the stream and check this. Hold on. To be sure we got the right thing on here. Hold on.
YouTube, can you guys still hear me?
It's It's so strange. I don't hear you.
Love tubers,
It's
can you hear
very.
me?
Hold on. We're gonna get it figured out. Okay.
They can still hear
Oh,
me.
okay. Let's see. Let's see. Are you in the stream? You're in the stream. Are you guys hearing? I can hear y'all just fine. Wow. Everybody can hear you except me. Talk to us, Taya Belle. Everyone can hear you except me. Okay. Go right ahead. Let me see if I can get it through the computer.
Okay. You can hear me
I
through
hear
the
you now.
computer? Okay.
That was
All right. I
bizarre.
don't remember what you asked me last.
I
But,
think I was asking
I
when you
remember
was
what you asked me last. Okay. Yeah. So the
the
coloring
cult
niche. The
industry of
coloring
coloring
niche.
books. I can see the
Yes, so
same.
that is why we added as a bonus because at first it was not a part of our course. But we added this weekend as a bonus because it is so simple to create coloring books. Like it's so easy. And right now, people are making so much money in the coloring niche. So I whipped up an additional video as a bonus for the course to show you guys how easy it is to make coloring pages. I mean, people sell already made coloring pages. However, I don't want people to get in the habit of just going out there and buying coloring pages, especially in niche genres, for the simple fact that other people are also going out there and buying the same coloring pages. And if I am the person that is in a that is really into a specific niche, like let's just say if I wanted to buy a witchy niche coloring book and I go to Amazon and there's only but maybe 5 particular people that are purchasing this witchy niche, and I'm going and it's a different cover because we all make our own covers, but it's the same book on the interior. Now I'm kind of sad and I'm going to leave you a bad review. So I show you how, I mean, literally with a click of a button, I show you how to make your own coloring pages. So I went ahead and I added that as a bonus because it's really super simple. And I show you once you have images, vectors or illustrations or whatever type of image you want to use, I show you how to convert that into a coloring page for free, online for free, and how to add that into a PDF so that you can make it into a coloring page. And I show you how to use 2 free tools: a free website that converts everything into a free coloring page, and then of course how to drop that right into a PDF for free. So I added that as a bonus, so that you guys can get into this coloring niche and find you a niche. We show you how to find a niche so that you can be getting into that $5,000 a month off one coloring book. And your coloring book, most of these coloring books are literally 25 pages. Like some of these coloring books that are making these $5,000 a month is literally like this one coloring book that's making $6,000 a month that I looked into. It's only 24 illustrations. 24 illustrations is making this one person $6,000 a month. So I just show you how to quickly and easily do this. So with the cost of this course, there's so much in it that the cost of this course is a drop in the bucket if you just find you one good book. If you just create one good book, whether it be a 24-page coloring book or not. But a lot of times you'll see like a coloring book, it'll say like 60 pages, and that's because every other page is blank because they don't want it to bleed through. So I'm just explaining to you how easy making this money really truly is. You may have to create
Is
10
it
books to
okay?
find that $10,000 book, but it's worth it.
Absolutely. Is it okay if I share a little bit on screen share? Hold on. Is it okay if I share on screen share the book I'm working on? I'm working on a Christian witchcraft grimoire coloring book.
Ooh,
Is it?
yes. Do share. I'm excited to see.
You inspired me. You're the one that got me started with this. You remember?
I remember I was so excited.
So, okay, talk to the peeps. while I bring it up. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up on screen share. Talk to our peeps while I bring it up.
Okay. So I cannot tell you guys how much this particular journey has changed my life. So while a lot of people were panicking over the pandemic and not really knowing what they were going to do, I was so focused on creating. And while everybody else was so concerned about what was going on outside, I was cool with being inside. I had my laptop, I had my internet, I had my creativity. So you really truly want to find something that is pandemic proof, recession proof, that has nothing to do with anybody else but you. I know for a while, I was that girl that was chasing every network marketing company. I was that girl that was always trying to build a team. I was that person trying to sell everything to everybody. This is something that I love so much because it only depends on me. I'm the only person that I have to motivate. And when I'm looking at all of these different ideas and all these different niches, I'm excited enough that I can inspire me every single day when I get out of bed. So, this is something that I truly love. And I truly see something that my passion drives me, and I don't need to listen to any motivational speaker every morning. I don't need to get on any conference call every morning. I don't need anybody to give me that rah rah. Like, I give it to myself because I see what producing can do for me. So I'm just really excited. I'm excited about what we're doing here. I hope you can really feel that and see it in me and hear it in my voice. Like, we're gonna be doing, like, did we mention that we're going to be doing a retreat just on books in Thailand at the end of the year?
We're going
I
to be
hope y'all
doing the
got y'all
authors
passports
retreat in
ready.
Thailand.
It's going to be delicious. Did I
It's going
tell
to
you
be
guys
incredible.
that this was birthed while I was sitting in Dubai with camels on the beach? Camels on the beach in Dubai. And I have seen nothing but pictures of elephants on the beach in Thailand. So it's just gonna get bigger and better. I'm just saying. It's nothing. It's only gonna get bigger and better from this point forward. I don't know about you, but I'm over ready. I'm tired. I have been tired of playing in the kiddie pool of abundance. I'm ready for oceanic expansion. I don't know about you. I'm ready for oceanic expansion. So I'm just saying, y'all better jump in.
I love that. And I love that. And I'm going to see if I can bring up the actual file because Canva wasn't too much cooperating with me. But the beauty of it is, this is being created right in Canva.
Yes.
Simple tools created right in Canva. Simple.
And I know you use the pro version.
So let me see if I can
Rev
pull it
uses
up.
the
If
pro
not, let's
version,
see if
but
we have
all
any
I use
questions from the
Canva, the free
audience. If we do have
version.
questions from the audience, we can wrap it up.
Say that again, Rev.
Checking to see if we had any questions from the audience, and if we don't have questions from the audience, we're gonna wrap up. Once I pull this file up, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up from Canva, and then if anybody has any, okay, I'm jumping in. I love it, Aurora Day. I love it. I love it. Oh, I got
Yay.
goosebumps. Like, wow. Oh my goodness. Creating amazing, 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 amazing stuff. So let's see if I can bring up this coloring book that I'm creating. And I'll tell you one thing, family. If you jump into this course, and this course is, it's an investment in yourself and your business. Imagine that you make back what you invest in the course every month, which is very simple to do. That's what you make your goal. You're investing in yourself. You're not spending money on a course, right? You're investing in yourself. And oh my goodness, how much have I invested in myself? A lot. I love investing in myself, actually. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
And what if you guys could
I
bring your whole
cannot
entire
pull that
family with
up
you to
right now.
Thailand in December?
Question. Can you pull up that witchy there was a witchy coloring book that you sent me that was inspiration. So I'm creating my own. Do you remember the witchy coloring book you showed me?
I but it wasn't
Was
a
it a coloring
coloring
book or
book.
was it a book of shadows? It was a book of
Mhm.
shadows.
Mhm.
Well, guess what I did? I took
What
that
you say?
idea and I added that it's going to be a coloring book.
Sure. I actually published
Oh,
mine on Amazon. Would
say,
you like me to
hold on.
bring mine up
Say that again.
published?
Bring it up.
Let me see. One moment. Please hold.
You screen
Hmm.
sharing?
Let me bring it up one sec.
And then we're going to wrap up because we have an incredible Zoom. I have a Zoom to hop on now with the attendees for the retreat. We'll be in Peru in 1 week.
It actually just went live like the day before yesterday. And I have a couple more in review because I actually did three and two are in review and one went live literally. It might have even just been yesterday.
A witchy coloring book.
No, they're just it's not the coloring book. I didn't do a coloring book. I just used that interior that I sent to you. As a bonus in the course, you guys get 220 interiors also.
220 interiors. There is no reason not to have your book empire up and running immediately with everything that's in this course. You just get your notebook. To tell you the truth, you could go away for this weekend, take the course, get your computer, get your little journal, and you just take the steps right with us, step by step by step by step. Plus, they get the 100 resources in the Book Empire resource list of all the yummy goody resources we've used to make your life so much easier when it comes to publishing. Just makes your life so much easier, doesn't it?
It does. Okay, so
Screen share, and then we're gonna wrap up.
this went live on May 10th, but then I submitted a change because I didn't like the way the cover looked. Um
Ah, ah, look at your books.
so I actually submitted a change to it. And that's the beauty of KDP. Once you submit something, even after it goes live, you can change things around. Um, so, oh, this might actually take way too long to do what I was about to do with you guys. Let me go back to details.
I love that you have over 200 books published. I love that you have over
Yes.
200 books published, Taya Belle. That is badass.
Mm, thank you. Okay, so let me just pull up the interior because that might be easier so they can see it that way. Because I was gonna launch the previewer, but I that
Yeah.
takes like 5 minutes sometimes to come up.
Sometimes the preview is a little slower.
Yeah, some like especially with the bigger books, the previewer is really slow. So I'll just bring up the interior. That'll
I'm
be
so proud
fast.
of you, Taya Belle. I mean, you came to that retreat last year, Quantum Leap, and you just made quantum leaps.
Yes, I so appreciate that retreat. You never know what you're going to get out of any of the retreats. You just go with an open heart, an open mind, and just saying yes to whatever it is that spirit is calling you to do. And I never would have thought that books was what I was being called to do. Never in a million years you could have said, "Oh, you're going to Dubai to learn how to publish books on Amazon.
And now look at you, 200 books later. Hey, Coach Michelle, how you coming,
Hey,
Coach
Coach
Michelle?
Michelle. Okay, I'm ready. So it's up now. So I'm going to try to share again. Share my window, I think.
And family, if
Um,
you're just joining us, by all means, go to the beginning of this vid. You will love it. You will love it. It's Money Monday, and we're talking about wealth creation strategies. And we want you to be wealthy in this most beautiful, beautiful, aligned way. So go to ValerieLove.com, click on programs, and then you're going to just scroll down to Kindle Cash Book Empire. And you're going to see this latest program that we're doing, and we love it. It's on, let's add this to the stream. It is on special right now for until June 30th. There's a special going on right now. The price does go up on 1st of July. So you want to go ahead and dive in. All right, Taya Belle.
All right. So this again, like there are many, many places when you're doing low content, no content, or if you're doing do it yourself books where you can purchase interiors. When you are purchasing interiors, you do want to make changes to your interiors. So I did make several changes to my interiors, to this particular interior. So even though Reverend Love has certain pieces of this interior, our books will look very, very different. Um, so
Yeah,
like when I click
and
on,
I decided I wasn't going to use any of that interior. I'm creating my own completely from scratch.
so ours will look completely different then. So this is like the basis of the book. It has magical goals, spirit animals, um, crystals for magic, essential oils for magic, herbs for magic. It talks about, it gives you places to write about the moon cycles, your mood trackers, potions, tarot readings, and the different spreads. And then like the pages pretty much repeats. So you guys see how simple and easy um, a journal can be. I'll make these pages bigger for you, but I just wanted to show you out of the 148 pages, literally after I created how I wanted them to be, I literally just selected all and hit copy like 9 times to create this the repetition of the pages. And then I created a cover, and I made 3 different covers for the same book so that maybe if they didn't like one cover, they would like another. So that is the beauty of low content, no content books. And when you look up this particular niche, there are many people that are making a lot of money with the Book of Shadows niche, or with simply, I can go back and do other books with just tarot readings, because that is a super hot niche as well. So there's a lot of money to be made in the Book of Shadows niche. And honestly, I've never done a ritual or in my life, so I don't
But you're
even
about to
know
do
much
one?
about it.
Tell me you're
But
about
the
to do one.
hmm,
But you're
am I
about
about
to
to
do
do
one?
one?
Tell me you're about to do one.
Well, once I figure out how. However, the money, I was like, oh, that's so sexy. So like I jumped right in. You see, I was so excited about it. I'm like, oh, and so pretty, and like my whole tribe is witches. So I'm like, hey, like I'm about to put it all together and let's make some money. So I called Reverend Love. I asked some questions. I got excited, and like I'm into tarot reading, and we're on the ACIM call every morning. So I know about that. I don't know much about rituals and herbs. I know nothing about that, but I took the pieces and parts that I knew about. I did a few Google researches, and that was pretty much it. But when you, but my books came out really pretty. Um,
But to tell
so with the,
you for the sound, okay.
say that
To tell
again.
you the truth, you don't really have to know a whole lot about that in order to help people and in order to create it. You don't really have to know that much about it. Okay, we
No,
got
you don't
to
have to
get ready
know.
because my Zoom is starting
Oh,
now
it is
with
9 o'clock.
Yeah, without Peru peeps. So I tell you what, I'm gonna hop off and hop on that Zoom, and you can wrap us up. How's that sound?
Okay. Well, then when you get off, okay. Can you guys still hear me? I think she left off. So I will watch the YouTube as well. All right. Okay. So I hope you guys found some very valuable information. Reverend Love had to hop off. They are going to Peru. They will be in Peru. Her and a whole bunch of very brave people. They're going to meet Mother Ayahuasca next week. I'm part of the community, but I was not that brave. I will be helping lead the Goddess Retreat in July. However, I'm not ready for Peru yet. So they are going to go hop on that meeting with Peru. Again, this particular course is really, really awesome. So go ahead and go to valerielove.com and click on programs. I can see the chat. So if you see me looking down, if anybody wants to ask any questions, I'll stay on for a couple minutes if you guys want to ask any questions. This is so amazing. I'm learning so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you're learning. We tried to pack everything with a lot of information. And even though, hi, Coach Michelle, we're trying to pack it all with information. So even though we're talking about a course, we still try to come on and still provide value so that you can get some great information. Hopefully you can still go out and, get your business going and flowing. My altar exists in my mind and it works. You just need to focus and a good imagination. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, then I will just invite everyone to hop on over to valerielove.com and click on programs. I hope that you all jump into, does Amazon offer the program for creating pages? Um, what do you mean, Coach Michelle? Creating what kind of pages? What kind of pages, Coach Michelle? The layout for the pages in the book. Yes, if you go to, you can actually Google KDP. You can actually go to KDP Amazon, or you can just search for KDP layouts, and the layouts will be there. They do offer layouts. However, it's pretty much um, the standard. They do every size layouts though. So the most popular size, although I've not yet done the 6 by 9s. I've heard the 6 by 9s are really popular. However, since I do a lot of journals, I do a lot of journals, I do a lot of diaries, I do a lot of trackers, and I prefer to create books that I would like to write in. This is my bestseller right here. So I created this book. I don't know if you guys can see it good, but I created this book. It's called I Am Black and Beautiful, and I created this book for girls ages 8 to 12. And I created this book for young girls. It is a gratitude journal and coloring book. So I created this book for young girls of color to kind of get them to um, every coloring page has an affirmation. So I created this book to kind of help girls with their self-esteem. So it was a personal book for me, but I create all my books this size because this is the size book that I enjoy writing in. But yes, they do give you the templates right there on Amazon. But that's the standard book. Every single last 200 of the books I created were all that size. I said my next book might be a 6x9 because I heard that is one of the best selling sizes on Amazon, but there's literally like 10 to 15 different sizes that you can create. Another popular size is 8x10. So just depending on what you want to create. But yes, you can find all of the templates for the book sizes right there on Amazon. So if that is all the questions, I want to go ahead and say thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for everybody watching the replay. I believe the link is right in the comments, but you can go over to valerielove.com and click on programs. And you want to go to Kindle Cash Book Empire. All right, everyone, have an amazing night. And thank you again for joining us. And if Reverend Love was here, I know she would be like, peace.